Hey, what's going on? I'm doing my celebrities for my team that I have here. My team was first of all, let me say this. This project was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. I had some funny points I thought of myself, but like I said, the team that I got picked. I had Morgan Freeman, Madonna, David Muir, Val Kimmerosky. I can't say it right, but the dancer from Dancing with the Stars, I realized who he was. And Logan, Wolverine. Okay? So let me tell you what their positions are. So first of all, the strengths for Morgan Freeman, I looked at it and I looked at a couple interviews. I looked at interviews for all of them. And what I found for Morgan Freeman was about like his science show was basically a lot of the interviews that he talked about and his vibe that he gave off with those. He's motivating, of course, a hard worker, self-confident. His weaknesses is sometimes they say he's hard to work with. He hangs in unusual places and he listens to the thoughts of others. Sometimes affects him. To be truthfully honest, like without the position I would have for Morgan Freeman, would probably the person of wisdom for the team, the motivator, the one who's going to be assigned the position of when you're in need and thinking logical. Like, of course, I would have the final say if I was I'm the boss of my publishing company and what I'm trying to do. I would have Morgan Freeman right under me. He would be the one that before it gets to me, he will come to me and break it down. So I will have it in a way of understanding because of his wisdom and his knowledge. For Madonna, beautiful, talented. Her strengths to me were, and by the way, these strengths and weaknesses are things that I was researching and I just find for myself. So excuse me if you don't find them the same way. Her strengths, as I said, she stays in her lane. She's been through hard times, which makes her even stronger, i.e. her divorces and, a couple bad shows and like her drug habits that she used to have. And I was like, she uses people around her to stay relevant, meaning she uses her kids as a motivation. She gets younger producers to keep her, younger and older producers, but a collaboration to keep her, as they say, young in the game and keep her relevant. Her weaknesses would be her personal issues, which she said I watched the interview that she had, and she was saying that sometimes her personal issues came up play into her life, into her career. So sometimes she cares what others think. She says she does look at social media, stuff like that, and it does hurt her. I really feel like that's a bad thing. You can't, even though she's been in the game along, which is what she says it still hurts her to the point, some people still have some stuff to say. And also to me, I just said her revealing clothes. Yeah, the people say that sex sells, and I agree. Sometimes it does. Me as being a man, or whatever, what guy doesn't look, you wouldn't be human if you didn't look, seriously. But I feel like the older she gets, she should be less revealing and more of a sense of just changing the dressing image a bit and not like showing her butt cheeks as she did on one of the award shows. Like, I felt like that was kind of crazy. But the position I would have for Madonna would be in the motherly figure, but I would have her in artist relations. I would have her going out there, and I would have her going out there looking for and searching for artists and being a part of scouting them out, looking and seeing their image, because she has, even though her clothes are revealing, but she still has a type of image to where it's, it's extraordinary. It's different. It's not like any other. So I would have her in charge of that, finding the artist, but also I would have her team. This is the crazy thing. I would have her teaming up with David Muir, which is the news reporter from ABC News. I would have her teaming up with him. I'm just going to say his position first because it ties together. But them two together, I would have them out looking for artists. Him on his standpoint because, of course, he's the news reporter. He has background in researching. His communication skills are excellent. He's not afraid to go and ask the daring questions. So, getting out there, my company will be a part of not just looking at social media as they do with the new technology, but going into the sense of being how it used to be in the old school. And the record labels used to go to actual shows and seeing them perform live and then transforming them into studio artists and doing things like that. So I would have them two teaming up and having those positions. I would definitely have them working together on that for my team. I have a small company. It's not nothing big. It's nothing big. We're small, but we'll be big when we put a stamp on the industry. As far as David Muir's strengths, of course, I say his communicational skills. He's not afraid to go out, and they call him the Brad Pitt of the news world. Like I said, sex sells, So I guess older women actually like to look at him and daydream about him, opening up the Sunday shades for him, if you know what I mean. His weaknesses, I didn't really find any weaknesses on him. I didn't see anything at all. My next person that I would have is, I can never say his name right, Val Kurvansky. I can't, forgive me for pronouncing it wrong, but he's the guy from Dancing with the Stars who was up there with Bruce Willis's daughter. He was up there with her and the girl from Saved by the Bell. Forgive me for not having her name, but her as well. But he's been dancing since he was about 15 years old. He's been a teacher since he was 15. Very successful, won different awards here in America, Latin, over in the UK as well. His strengths, of course, is dancing. He speaks more than one language, which is perfect. This is exactly why I will also team him up with David and Madonna, because we can also reach artists that are overseas. We don't have to just stay based here in the U.S., And his communication skills as well as being, he's there. But as his separate entity, of course, to stating the obvious, he will be the choreographer, with dances, of course, like that. So he will be able to, come up and create dances as him being a teacher. That's what he would do. Like I said, me being my entertainment, publishing company, these are the things I'm going to have. And of course, it's not going to be a million artists at a time. It'll be just maybe one or two at a time. But at the same time, we'll, collectively come in the thing together. Once again, I didn't find any weaknesses on him. I did research. I did look at a couple of interviews. They are very, very slim interviews with him. I just found one that was a good one. That was him by himself talking about his life and, research a couple articles. The last one that I will put, last one that's on my team, sorry, not that I will put, but the last one that's on my team is Logan Wolverine himself, my guy. That's the guy who I like the most. He's one of my favorite superheroes. I'm sorry, that's just my guy. So for me, honestly, the only weakness that he had is his love for Jean. That's it. I love Wolverine. That's my guy. If it was his strengths, of course, his claws, his ability to stay strong, how he controls his strengths. I love the fact of, how they created him and, they changed him from when he first was born when they had the wood chip, the actual nail claws, and then they actually changed it to it's not titanium, it's another material. I can't think of what it is, but they changed those. His position, come on. I mean, what other position would you have for Wolverine at such this point? What other position would you have? Come on. Security, of course. You got to have him as security. He's that guy. Nobody's getting by Wolverine, okay? He's going to stand at the door, all right? He's going to sit there all day. All you got to do is give him a pack of beer, okay? And he's good. That's it. I mean, of course I pay him. You don't want to piss Wolverine off, But sometimes I'm going to have him in my office just in case, a crowd gets a little wild outside or something's happened or somebody, mama get mad at me because they son ain't being the first artist to put out. I'm going to have Wolverine standing at the door. That's my big sign. Beware of Wolverine. And I'm going to just be in the office with some shades on and just stand at the door like Scarface. Looking good. But that's my team. My company, I stated before, it's not a big company. Even in the last project, teacher, I know that you're seeing this. So even in the last project, I say my company's not something big and it's different from what everybody else is trying to do. Like, of course, I'm gonna have my publishing company, but entertainment and overall is what I want to do. Just have establishing an artist, publishing them myself, and just having a street team and everything myself. It's just all me. I don't want to be a record label. I don't want to be noted as a record label or anything like that. I just want to push independent artists. I don't want to be a big label and rob people of what everybody else is doing. It's just wrong. So that's my team, and that's my idea, and that's just a little bit of describing my company, all right? So hope you have a good day.